watching UNO with Dr. Ambrish Saxena.
Hello students, today is Tuesday 17th of December 2019 and I welcome you this morning in 67th episode of DME UNO. The Citizenship Amendment Act has jolted the country. I have already done 4 stories on issues related to this act. These included the beneficiaries of this act, the constitutionality of this act, the non-inclusion of certain minorities in this act, and also the reasons of protest in the state of Assam against this act. Let us understand today in this program the connection of Bangladesh with Citizenship Amendment Bill, and for this we have to go a little backward and we have to understand the situation between 1946 and 1971. In 1946, there was a move to get this area included in the East Pakistan, particularly the Muslim-dominated areas of Assam. This was opposed by the people of Assam and a big movement started under the leadership of Gopinath Bordoloi, who was a prominent Congress leader and who later became the Chief Minister, the first Chief Minister of Assam. Finally, this move was averted. But after partition, the movement of people kept on happening between Assam and the East Pakistan. And this was basically for 3 reasons. One, that most of the people could not understand the meaning of partition and they kept on their family bondings and the local shopping and the local trade. Also, there used to be no natural borders and the rivers kept on changing their course and accordingly the borders were also changing. The borders were porous and there used to be no fencing, though later on this fencing has almost been done after both India and Bangladesh have resolved their border disputes. Also, people kept on coming from East Pakistan to Assam to different border areas of the northeast and then other interior parts of India. And this happened mainly for 2 reasons. One, people were coming for better prospects, particularly the financial reasons were there, and these people included both Hindus and Muslims. But then at the same time, the Hindus were facing persecution in the East Pakistan and they also kept coming to India. Now coming to 1971, because 1971 is considered the most important year in the life of the East Pakistan, which is now Bangladesh. There was a political strife in the East Pakistan and in the beginning of 1971 only thousands of people started fleeing East Pakistan to take shelter in India in many areas of Assam and also in some areas of West Bengal. And the reason was that there was a persecution of these people by Pakistani army and then they had escaped to save their lives. After Bangladesh emerged on the map of the world as an independent nation on 16th of December 1971, thousands of refugees went back. But then there remained a large number of refugees in India. It was on this issue that a movement started in Assam in the year 1979 and this movement was led by Assam Gana Parishad AGP, which is now a constituent of the present Assam government along with BJP. Another organization was Akhil Assam Student Union ASU. So these 2 organizations launched a massive movement which finally ended in 1985 by the signing of the Assam Accord with the then Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi. As per the provisions of this accord, identification of the foreigners was to be done, which later happened as the NRC exercise, and all those people who were to be found as illegal migrants, they were to be sent back to Bangladesh, or in the other case, they had to be kept in the detention center. So the cutoff date here was decided as 25th of March 1971, whereas this cutoff year or cutoff date remained 1951 for other parts of the country. Now, looking into the period between 1975 and 2009. In 1971, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who is considered the founder of Bangladesh, took over as the president. Later on, he became the prime minister. But on 15th of August 1975, he was assassinated. So, from 75 onwards, there were regimes, basically the military regimes, firstly by Muhammad Irshad, then Ziaur Rahman, and then after the assassination of Ziaur Rahman, his wife Khalida Zia took over. So, for almost 34 years, the situation was very fluid in the country. During this period, the persecution of Hindus also happened in Bangladesh. In 2009, Sheikh Hasina, the daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, took over as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. She was also the Prime Minister earlier during 1996 and 2001. So, since 2009, the situation improved a lot in Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina took a lot of measures for the protection of minorities, which also included Hindus. Since 2009, relations between India and Bangladesh have been very cordial. But on the issue of NRC, then the Citizenship Amendment Act, these relations are facing a rough weather. Though the leadership of both the countries have tried to downplay it. That is how we find that neither Sheikh Hasina nor Narendra Modi has made any statement on this issue. From the Indian side, Home Minister Amit Shah, and from the Bangladeshi side, their Foreign Minister Abdul Momin have been on the forefront. A standoff between India and Bangladesh started on the issue of NRC, and when Bangladesh expressed concern on this exercise, when this exercise started in Assam in the beginning of this year, India tried to pacify Bangladesh that it is an internal affair of India. But still there was some tension, and because of which Sheikh Hasina had a bilateral meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in September in New York on this issue, and later on when Sheikh Hasina came to Delhi, again there was a discussion on this issue between the two Prime Ministers. As per this NRC exercise, the illegal migrants were identified and then they were to be sent to Bangladesh. But mind it, here there was no distinction between Hindus and Muslims, and it was done only on the basis of the cutoff date, that was 25th of March 1971. After NRC, another bone of contention between the two countries happened on the issue of Citizenship Amendment Bill. When Home Minister Amit Shah was speaking on this issue in Lok Sabha on Monday in the last week, he made a mention about religious persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh. This was retaliated by Bangladesh, and their Home Minister Asaduzzama Khan said that let Amit Shah come to Bangladesh and see by himself how we are treating our minorities. Later on, the Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi issued a clarification stating that the Home Minister Amit Shah was making a reference about the conditions of Hindu during the military regime, and it was not a reflection on the present government. Now the question arises, if there has been no persecution of Hindus since 2009 when this Sheikh Hasina government took over, why in the Citizenship Amendment Bill the cutoff date has been decided as 31st of December 2014? There have been differences between India and Bangladesh also on the stay of the illegal migrants in Assam, and then the issue of sending them back to Bangladesh. The stated position of India is that there has been infiltration from Bangladesh side all through, but then the policy of the government of India is that all those Hindus who have been facing persecution and coming to India, they are to be treated as refugees, and then they are to be granted citizenship as per the Citizenship Amendment Act. But all those Muslims who have infiltrated to India, they are the illegal migrants and they have to be sent back. But Bangladesh has been of the policy that none of their citizens stay in India. But now we find there is a U-turn in the policy of Bangladesh, and on Sunday their foreign minister Momin has said that we are ready to take back the Bangladeshi nationals if any of their citizens are living in India, and the minister has requested India to provide the list of those illegal Bangladeshis living in India so that he can take measures to take them back. Though Bangladesh has categorically refused that there has been any pushback from the India side, but at the same time he has said that Indian nationals are crossing borders to Bangladesh for economic reasons. He said that he is not ready to accept any Indians coming to Bangladesh, and all such nationals have to be sent back. So evidently the relations between India and Bangladesh are facing a rough weather. Let us hope that these relations do not touch a further low. That is all in today's edition.